Welcome back, Sports Nightly, here on the Husker Sports Network. And, for the last decade plus, we have talked about Dream It, Do It, a campaign in the state of Nebraska that has been a great collaboration of a lot of companies throughout this wonderful state of ours. And TR, Tony Raimondo, is with us from Balin Manufacturing. You've been with this group from the start. And before we kind of introduce some special guests that you brought along with us tonight, just tell us and update everybody what Dream It, Do It is.
I'd be delighted, Greg. It's good to be back. Our 11th year.
Wow.
And when we started, people were asking the question, what are you talking about? Skills gap. Now I think most of the nation, let alone Nebraskans, understand that we have a workforce challenge. We need more high school students and all students to pursue STEM-related, good-paying careers, and that's what Dream It, Do It brings to this interview. We have two very talented ambassadors that will tell you about their education path to get a good-paying career. A little overview is we started in 2006 because companies were asked, what's the biggest threat to growing your company? Number one came out healthcare, which we all understand that challenge. But surprisingly, number two, business said skills. Skills. We can't find skills. So we started partnering. Business started partnering with education. And I am so proud of education in Nebraska because K through 12, community colleges, and the universities are focusing more and more on the careers needed in our global economy, which means Nebraska has a better opportunity to grow economically.
When you use the term STEM, tell me
Yes, sir.
what that means.
Science, technology, engineering, and math. A favorite slogan we have that skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills. And we'll talk as we go about supporting four-year degrees. We'll also talk a lot about free debt education. When you partner and come out with business partners with education, you get a skill, you get a job, you go to community college, and you can pursue all of that four-year degree if that's your goal, with the company paying for that. So we'll talk a little later about a debt-free process.
And the companies you've worked with in the past all get an ambassador, somebody fairly young into the workforce who's recently gone through their educational path. And I know you're really proud of the companies that are on board with this program.
Oh, we've got some tremendous sponsors. Two of them here today have been with us for a long time. And we'll talk specifically about that. But the sponsors have been great. They have the same challenges. Remember, we always talk about manufacturing and related businesses. And then you can ask the question, who's not related? Because I have failed on that. We have banks helping us with the same problems with accountants and marketing people, technicians, Union Pacific, you name it, we're all related. And we all have the similar challenge. We need more skills in our business. We're in the global digital economy. And in this effort, I chair the Nebraska Advanced Manufacturing Coalition, which has two initiatives, Dream It, Do It, and the STEM Match.
Very good. TR Raimondo with us, and he mentioned a couple of the ambassadors are here with us today from Blue Cross Blue Shield. Jonathan Alou, you look very familiar. Well, why? You're two-time at this, right?
Yes. So I've been very fortunate to have Blue Cross choose me time again to come represent them and their interest in manufacturing and all related businesses, including STEM. So
let's talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield. What exactly do you do for them?
So, Greg, as you know, Blue Cross is an insurance company, but we are more than an insurance company. We are working really hard in transforming the health industry from sick care to health care. And my part of the job is really to analyze a lot of our data that we have and apply technologies such as machine learning to make inferences and help add better good years to Nebraskans' lives.
Fantastic. Let's take our audience through your educational path. How did you get to where you are now?
Right. So since I was 11, when my dad bought us our first computer, and I loved that thing. And I always knew I wanted to do something in technology, perhaps be an engineer or programmer. So, from elementary school through high school, I started looking into computers. So I started studying at the University of Nebraska, the Omaha branch, and I am actually graduating in December. So very much looking forward to make a difference in people's lives.
Well, good luck with this last semester.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck getting through that, Jonathan. Great to see you as well. And Dylan Wheeler is here. I'm seeing double. I've seen another guy who's been a part of the ambassador program. Dylan, tell everybody where you work.
Yeah, so same as Jonathan here. I've been working through the Conductix-Wampfler. Again, they asked me to be the second year ambassador for Dream It, Do It. For me, again, I work at Conductix-Wampfler, where we are passionate about electrification, whether that be transits, roller coasters, excavators for construction, everything like that. And it's been quite the journey being able to learn from them.
What are some of the duties you have on a daily basis?
Oh, so I guess it goes from a wide range of just being able to first going in, working with engineers. They design their product from customers' request, then through the engineers, and then they come through and they require, for me as a machinist, I build their product. I go from nothing to something and see if everything can assemble together and make that customer pleased with their product of ours. So
Take us through your educational path.
yeah, absolutely. So I've always been hands-on, always learning from my dad, my family, and stuff like that, building and stuff, and going through Woods class all 4 years of high school. I've been definitely blessed to have a great teacher through my high school year, and she looked out for me to be able to say, hey, there's this opportunity to go through Metro and Bellevue East High School here in I guess Bellevue, Nebraska.
Right.
They allowed me to do dual enrollment. So I went through the intro to the trades from Metro Community College, and then our fourth quarter was an internship. I was able to be accepted from Conductix-Wampfler. They allowed me to then sign up for a scholarship. This scholarship paid for my room and board, my books, my tooling, and just my presence at school. And then since that, debt-free. Then been working full-time now. So that journey just from high school, understanding hands-on, not knowing what I want to do yet in my future, just the company accepted me and was willing to pursue a career for me. And this is kind of the journey from high school to college to now full-time.
Very good story. Good to have both these guys back, and we're going to be introducing you in the weeks to come to some of the new ambassadors this year. But two great representatives did a great job for us last year. Going to be wonderful. And their companies, both of their paths are really interesting.
Really interesting. And as Dylan mentioned, debt-free. What a wonderful alternative for every parent, every student out there to think about. There are ways to get that done. And I would just like to wrap up by saying, do an audit, parents and educators and students. 85% of the students typically in a classroom have no idea what career they want to follow, education path. Listen to our ambassadors, visit, intern, visit businesses, find out what the careers are. Two questions are always on their mind. What education path should I take? What careers are in my region? Business, reach out and tell them what careers are in our regions, and the students will follow the right trails. It's a very exciting time. Education is making a lot of changes, Greg. We'll talk more about that in the future.
Great stuff. Year 11 for Dream It Do It. We'll be telling you more throughout the football season about this as well. TR, always great to see you. Jonathan, Dylan, great to see you guys again. Have a great fall.
Okay, it's been a pleasure.